Yep, 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 yep. Can we do this? Can we do this at 9 a.m.? It doesn't matter. 9 a.m. we do this. Yeah, yeah. This is what we do. Doesn't matter if it's 9 a.m., 9 p.m. It could be Eastern Standard Time. It could be Pacific Western Time. It could be Mountain Time. It's still tea time. And we're on time. We do this. We show up relentlessly. We always do this little thing that we do. And what this is the tea time tailgate. It might be a little bit of an earlier hour, but it's still the tea time tailgate. And what the tea time tailgate is, it's with your host, Tony Murr. And it's every Sunday morning. It's your new pre-game show, local meat shop. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I love and respect you. This is your new home for your NFL pregame show because we got best bets, we got fantasy football advice, we got Tony Murr. And then who is going to be coming in to join us? I think this is the new staple of the Tea Time Tailgate. This is a guy who lives and breathes NFL best bets and picks. It's Stevie Splits. Let's get what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on a little bit of a standby. Don't go too far. Don't go too far because we have a whole host of things to get to. We have so much fun to get to. I can't wait for this NFL Sunday. I can't wait to get Stevie Splits on. But what I'm really excited about is just the potential of today. This is going to be another beautiful fall day. The birds are chirping, the sun is shining, and we just want football. We just want football, and we want our pockets to be a little bit heavier at the end of the day. And what you want to do while you're lining your pockets, while you're watching football, is enjoying the fun. What I do have to give a shout out to is my boy, Hot Dog FC. He is a tea timer. It's his birthday today. We're going to be going to his house to watch football. And God, I'm excited. I'm excited for what this day has in store. And it all starts at the tea time tailgate. Tea time tailgate. Tea time tailgate. What we're going to do is we're going to get Evan in the mix here. Stevie Splits, I should be calling him. Hold on 1 second as I get him in. Evan, take yourself off mute, buddy.
Oh, it's so good to be back.
Wait, you're not back on yet. You're not back on yet. You're okay. There we go. There we
We
go.
live tape. We live the tape.
No, no, we're not live to tape. You just hold on, buddy. You just hold on. Hold on. Now, how did I do this before?
You're the tech guy.
Right. Let me. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Hmm. So I got that. But how come we're not seeing Evan? How come we're not seeing Evan? How come we're not seeing Evan? Hold on. Is he on my screen? He is. Oh no, there he is. Now he's gone. Oh wait, you know what I have to do? I have to keep you up. I have to keep you up and in attention, buddy. Oh, and he looks gorgeous. Oh, then he's gone again. Shit. You're. Oh yeah, and there we go, and there we go. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Hold on, just one moment, please.
Yeah, yeah, okay. He's gonna go right. You know, he's gonna go right. Oh, I like him right there. I like him right there.
Can we get a confirmation from the chat that they can hear me?
Yeah, I know they can hear you because I knew what was happening last time, and I'm seeing the audio come through. You are live.
Okay.
So what I should do, what I should say, Ev, what I should say is that you are on tea time right now. It's another tea time tailgate. And this guy, I tell this guy, I said, I have familial obligations, as they typically do. And then he says, and then I said, we got to do this thing at 9 a.m. Are you ready? And what do you say? What you say?
I said I stay ready, baby.
Dude, you never. So the thing is about being ready is you never have to get ready if you stay ready. You know what I mean?
It's not like ready was invented yesterday, you know? You either are or you're not.
Well, you know what your Stevie Split's middle name is.
Horny.
That too. That too. That's the thing. It's an ever changing middle name. Can you change it from horny? I know it's usually horny the other 23 hours of the day. This hour, can we have it be Stevie Ready Splits?
Fine.
Fine. And
Fine.
you know what we say to that? Hike, hike. All right. So what I need to know from you, little Stevie.
Hmm.
Hey, little Stevie. This is what I need to know
Mm.
from you, buddy. Uh, yeah, okay.
This is where I really want to be able to just see you live through action.
I know. Well, hey, we'll get that going for you, but
Thank you.
but Steve, this is what I need to know from you, buddy. What?
I think let me take the reins over here for a second.
Yep.
How was your night last night? We can clearly see your brain, I think, is slowly unfogging itself. Like you just got out of the shower and you're a mirror.
It is unfogging itself. We got Brian Pelham. This is his first time at tea time, and he says he hears you loud and clear. So we are
You're a
in
good
the
man.
clear. You know what? Last night I really like it. It was a calm night. It was a little bit of a later night. Like we were probably up to like 1:30, but like I was not feeling. I wasn't indulging. I was just kind of
Okay.
chilling. But like I'm just feeling kind of goofy at this hour, and I'm just
Yeah,
I'm,
I
I'm
feel
just
you.
letting it all hang out. But let's get serious for a sec because these people come here for a reason. We have picks for them. I want you to tell the people how you're feeling on this particular Sunday and how you're going to be spending your football Sunday. Can you get into that a little bit, my guy?
Yeah, I got two things to offer. I think today is about perspective. I hate to say it, but we're on week 7. That means we're a third of
Right.
the way done with the regular season. That's scary stuff. It's
Mm,
right around Halloween. It's like the stars are aligning. And two, how I'm spending this Sunday is I got a friend in town. I got this new house in Connecticut. People seem to want to see me now these days when I have a house that they can kind of get away from me when they don't want to particularly hang out at every second of waking moment.
mm,
But it's been great. We're gonna be doing a lot. He brought some great New York pop-up bagels, which we're gonna dive into right after this stream, and then we're gonna turn on that 9:30 game, and then we're just not gonna move from that couch. If we're just gonna tail every single pick, you and I saying this, and then by the end of it, we might call out of work Monday because we don't need to, because we
that's
just straight up don't need to.
You're right. That's really the goal of this is we're making so much dough that when Monday comes around, we go, "What's our new job?" We have new jobs come then. Is Jake a football guy? I didn't know if Jake was a football guy.
Jake is a rider type of guy. He doesn't, it doesn't matter what sport it is, it doesn't matter what quiz it is, what the odds are of the bet. If you tell him it, he's gonna do it. So l- that's all you need in a guy like that on a Sunday.
Right. You just want a guy who's down with the shits.
Right.
And speaking of
Down
down,
with down with the shitness.
yeah,
Uh
that was so good. I was thinking that in my fucking head. I was thinking that
yes.
in my
Wait,
fucking
wait.
head.
Oh my god, the stars are lining. Jake, come here for a second. Come
Oh,
here for
get
a
him in
second,
there.
Jake. No,
Get
no,
it.
Jake, I want that in your hand.
Get get him in there.
Jake also has a dog, Archie, and we were just saying down with the shitness and check out what this guy's holding in it.
Oh. Jakey. Wow. Yeah, put the poop on his head. Put it on his head.
He can't hear you. He can't hear you. Thank God. Jake, the barrel's outside to the right of garage.
That's some good shit right there. that,
Yeah,
that,
nice call.
that's
That's funny right
that's some
there.
good shit. All right, so
Yeah.
Ev, without further ado, let's get into the meat of the matter, the heart of the matter.
Mm.
That we're going over to London, and we're talking,
Yes,
and we
one of the
talk.
only times we'll be able to coverage it.
Yes, we had live coverage. It's basically coinciding with Tea Time Tailgate is the first game of the Sunday, so it's almost fitting that football starts when Tea Time
Mm.
Tailgate starts. This is the 9:30 game. It's in London. You look good, buddy. You look good, and it's the Rams versus the Jaguars. The Rams are versing the Jaguars. Okay, the
Sure. The
Jaguar
Jaguars.
the Jaguars are plus 3.5. The over under is 44.5. I think both think these are both playoff teams, but I think there's one team that is better than the other, and I think this line is basically saying that to us is that these are two teams that you would like to think are similar, but there's one team
Mm.
that is better than the other, and what the constant battle you go through in your head is, do I go with what I think I know, or do I just go with what smells different? Like, do I go with where the line smells, or do I go with the Rams are the better team? I'm going with them. Am I seeing things correctly, or do I have to see things in between the lines? What I decided to do is I saw things for face value. I think the Rams are
Mm.
better than the Jaguars. I love the Jaguars. I think the Rams are better than the Jaguars. I'm going to pick the Rams minus 3.5. I got the over 44.5 as well. I think there's going to be points this game. I think Matt Stafford's going to have to throw the ball a lot. And then what we got, who's going to be catching those passes? It's this guy by the name of Tyler. It's not Big B, but it's Higby. It's Higby getting three. Higby getting 3.5 grabs. Those are my three picks for that game. Now over to you, Web. That's how we're gonna do this. I talk, you talk, we both talk.
Sure, sure, sure. It's nice to see that every week is a new strategy for you. Last week you were really going where it stunk. This week you're like, you know what? Let me pivot. Let me take the face value.
Right.
That's nice to see that. Yeah, you know, you don't have one strategy only.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I could go different ways.
this is why people tune into tea time, and it's because you like those two picks, and I like the complete opposite side. So now it's really just a negotiation. Who do you like better, and what stats and points do you like better? Do you like the guy that's just saying face value, which hey, that can get you far in life, just being respectful and going at things at face value, not looking into it.
Right.
Or are you going to be the guy like me, Stevie Splits? And let me tell you why I'm Stevie Splits. I'm going to really give you a bunch of data, and then there's going to be the old heads that say, fuck your analytics. And then there's going to be the side of it that says, I do like me some numbers. I do like me some math. I'm going to follow Stevie Splits. And
Mm.
so just taking a step back for the whole NFL, last year, the public was the most profitable they were in 40 years. So far, through the first 6 weeks in the NFL this year, teams that are getting 60% of the money, I mean, sorry, 60% of the bets. So where the public is going is 15 and 36 straight up against the spread this year so far.
That's an
That's
interesting.
stinky.
That's an
That's
inter.
stinky and that's poo poo. That means the sharps are making their moolah and the public are some people like to say they're down and they maybe do,
Mm.
or they're down and it's continuously going to go down that spiral. I'm gonna go that they're going to continuously go down this spiral because that's their worst marks in 23 years to start the first 3 6 weeks. So I'm taking the Jaguars because their money line. I'm taking Jaguars money line though, money line,
That's fun. Have fun with
and
that, buddy.
that's 37% of the bets with 58% of the money, and then
That's a Stevie split.
I, that's a Stevie split
That's
right
a
there.
Stevie
I
split.
like I like the 20% minimum gap there, and that's nice.
So
Uh,
those are the numbers that you look for.
numbers, numbers, numbers. You know,
Nice. Stack them up. Stack them up. Pile them high when we're
and
talking
then
numbers.
for the Rams for my prop, I do like the under in the game. I'm not playing it. I want points in the game. You don't want to start the game rooting for your day rooting for an under that
No,
early. That's
no.
just rude.
You're clenching your
So
butt. That's clenching
yeah,
your butt cheeks too early.
right. You haven't even done your morning shit yet, and you're already clenching your butt cheeks. Go get over yourself.
Right.
All right,
You're not gonna be able to shit if they're clenched
right,
up.
right. Right. So as we all know, Puka Nakua got hurt last week. Sad to see, but he's not playing today. Um, so the guy that's anticipated to step in for him, Jordan Winnington, in his 2 games that he stepped in for him, he's posted two lines of 6 catches for 62 yards and another one of 7 catches for 89 yards. So his over under today is extremely low if you're just going off of historical data, and it's 40.5. So I'm going over with Jordan Winnington.
Yeah, based on those stats, and this is the type of offense that the Rams and Stafford run.
Yep.
Some guy gets the ball for a ton of completions. You gotta change that, Ev. We gotta go Whittington receptions. You gotta go Whittington receptions
Hey,
instead of
I'm
yards.
willing to work with you. I'm willing to work with you.
Put,
I'll give you the live line on that.
I bet it's 3.5.
Nah, it's got to be four. I guess it's 4.5.
All right, well you
Let's
gotta tell me.
let's give let's give some respect to Vegas, would you?
I don't respect them at all. We're looking to pants them today.
Hey, nice call, buddy. It's 3.5.
Yep. And what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to write that down. Put that in for the both of us the show ends.
You're good enough. I actually doubled up my bet that I did on the yards and the receptions because you just absolutely led me to the promised land.
Yeah, I mean that was us. Even though we were not on the same side when it came to like the big plays in the game, I like how we can funnel our thoughts in, and then we come out to Jordan Whittington catching the ball. I like that a
Oh,
lot.
Winnington, win a ton.
Winnington. What am I referencing there? Winning.
Oh my God, what's winning? What is he? What's tea time referencing for the people in the back? I got crowd here,
Oh, I mean, you should. The way that you're looking today, you look handsome, buddy.
Ant.
All right, it's Charlie
Just
Sheen. It was
funny.
Charlie. It was Charlie Sheen.
Ah, that's horrible. Missed by me.
That's okay. All right, so we move on from 9:30, and now we get into the bulk of the day. Even though there's really not too many games today. I think there's only six 1 o'clock games, five 1 o'clock games. We're gonna start with our New England Patriots going to Tennessee and playing the Titans. So it's Patriots versus Titans. The
Mm.
Titans are plus 6.5 at home. The over under is 42 and a half. This is a Vrabel revenge game. He was wrongfully left out of Tennessee when he did a great job coaching there. They should have never let him go. And I know that Vrabel is the type of guy to stick it to people. He wants to rub it in your face when he's right and you're wrong, and he's gonna do it in a mean and aggressive way. They just fired their coach in Tennessee, Brian Callahan, and let me be honest with you, Ev. It doesn't matter if it's Brian Callahan. It doesn't matter if it's Brian Schottenheimer. It doesn't matter if it's Bill Belichick. It doesn't matter if it's Andy Reid coaching this team. This team is going to be awful every single day of the week. It doesn't matter who's coaching it. I don't care about that little bump that teams get when they fire their coach and add someone new. It wasn't Brian and Callahan's fault. I like the Patriots in this one, but I don't. I hate to bet on my team with that big of a spread in terms of us being the favorite, because if we win and we win by 5 points, I don't want to bet that. I don't want to bet that. So I'm staying away from that, even though I do think that the Patriots are going to win handily. I'm going with the over in this game. I'm going with the over in this game. I think we're going to score points. We've been doing it pretty easy. The Titans defense really isn't that good. Our defense really isn't that good. I think they could probably get around 20 points against us, honestly. And this is a guy. This is when you are trying to shove it down your ex team's throat. When you're trying to make a statement, what you do is you run the ball. And Stevenson's getting in the end zone today.
I love it. I love the pivot from the spread to the over. You knew that I was going to be coming back with some ammo to try and shut you down there. So I feel the exact same way. If I was going to pick a spread, I'm going Tennessee plus 7 for the reasons Anthony didn't really care about. Sorry, tea time,
It's Tony.
which is
It's Tony, man.
sorry, uh, which is teams who fire a head coach early in the season, that next game they get a huge bump, 15-4 against the spread the following game. So Tennessee plus 7. I genuinely do think the coach sucked, and I don't think the Titans are that bad. If you watched the Patriots last week, I actually think they could have lost to the Saints. They had a key turnover at a key time in the game, but the Saints were kind of moving the ball on us. So to your point, I do like the over, just because I don't want to bet the Tennessee Titans against the Patriots, and I think there could be some points scored. I think they're just gonna like kind of unlock. I think Ward's gonna be willing to risk the ball a little bit more. It'll just come down
Mm-hmm.
to how much the Patriots are going to run the ball instead of pass it. So I'm with you on the over. And then with that, this guy's just always there. Like I bet this guy almost every single week. And if he hits, perfect. If he doesn't, I don't even really care that much because I still think he was of importance and of value at some point in the game where I think he afforded me my bet loss. And that's Hunter Henry. I'm going Hunter Henry over 35.5 yards.
Oh,
I I swear, I
right,
swear, I
right,
feel like he does this every single game.
write that down. Where he does what every single game?
I feel like he goes over that amount of yards every game.
Yeah, like that. That seems crazy.
Even if
That
he
is that
doesn't, it
low.
feels like he did.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Please write that down for me because I like that. Ev, what I was wondering during that whole speech when you said that the 15-4 for the teams that just fire their coach, because Stevie Splits as a guy that likes numbers.
Mm.
You follow the numbers, and like I want to see like if you were to describe numbers as a woman, what would they look like?
Oh, numbers. Oh God. See, Numbers is that is that
Go
is
there.
that girl at the bar. She's like fairly attractive, and you think there's something going on like underneath that shirt, but she's wearing those shirts that doesn't really show you what she's got underneath it. But you kind of have that gut feeling that underneath that there really is some nice two beehives underneath it, you know? But you can't tell because she's not trying to show it off. You
Hmm.
gotta talk to her, you gotta get to know her before she really like shows you what's on the inside. And that's what numbers means to me. I'm trying to go and see and find out what do your numbers mean, and is it something that me and you could be positive and go in the right direction together. That's
So I
positive correlation.
and that's and like you, I like what you said there because you study the numbers and you're willing to dive into the numbers and spend time with the numbers. So like the numbers being a wholehearted woman that's dressed dressed to impress and dressed not to show everything off. Numbers are someone that you want to spend time with, not someone that you're in there and out of there with. So it's like
Mm.
that's a perfect encapsulation of it. Very well done. And let's keep following the numbers and let's move on to the next game. We got the Eagles. We got the Eagles versus the Giants next, and the Viking. No, no, sorry, that's not the game. That's not the game. It's the Eagles versus the Vikings. We're going in Minnesota. Minnesota's plus 2.5. Over unders 43.5. This is what I needed to ask Evan. I still don't know. Is JJ McCarthy playing?
That's a great question. I don't think so,
Okay,
but let me
so
confirm that while you continue to do your spiel.
yeah, so this is my spiel if JJ McCarthy's not playing. The thing that I'm curious about here is the oh okay NFL game. Nope, that's a bot. That's a bot. We don't pay attention to the bots, Ev. The bots in the chat. All right. The reason
Look at that filter you got.
so what was I gonna say? What was I? Oh, so this is an interesting game because it's a Carson Wentz revenge game. He's going against his
Oh,
old
I would
team,
love
the
that. Yeah, yeah.
Eagles. He wants it bad. He wants to show that the Eagles, hey, we
Carson
should.
Wentz is starting, confirming it.
Yep. So this is exactly what I'm going with. Is I think he wants to make the Eagles think you should have never parted ways with me. I could be better than Jalen Hurts. You could have been winning Super Bowls with me, and you left me out to dry. You left me out to dry like I leave a duck hanging from my shed after I go duck hunting with my dogs. That's what he likes to do, Carson Wentz. I know that. So I think Carson Wentz in my mind, I was like, is he gonna do wacky and fucky shit, and he's gonna try to do too much because he has a point to prove? But I think he's gonna stay within himself. I think he's gonna be locked in. He wants to win badly, and I also think the Eagles are a weird team where. If they start to snide, they start to fall off the wagon, they really fall off the wagon. And it's hard for them to get back on. I like the Vikings in this game, plus 2.5. And you know what? I thought you know what what's a letter? Tell me a letter that I like it in the alphabet, Ev.
You probably love a good. Oh, you
It's
probably
got
love a
it's
good
good.
Q, but I don't think it's where you're going.
No, it's got good curvature on it. It's got
Oh,
good curvature on that letter.
how about a G?
Oh, you're very close in the way that the letter
C.
sounds. No, no, now you're farther away. Think of what G sounds like in terms of a letter, and then what's a letter?
B.
No, it's J.
B.
No, G. And
That's
that
why you tune in.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I was really hoping that we would have locked in, right? But that's okay.
Yeah.
So I like the letter J, and then we're gonna
Of
double
course, you
up.
love the
We're
letter J.
gonna we're gonna double up on that letter J. So we're going JJ Justin Jefferson touchdown.
Mm,
And see and
mm,
see like
mm,
see what you just like impeded me from hitting on. Like I was about to fucking dunk that shit, slam dunk, alley oop that shit, and like
mm.
you're like dribbling with the ball
Yeah,
at half
it could
court
have
still.
if I knew what I was doing, it could have been that picture of Dwayne Wade and LeBron
Right,
when he's oh God.
right. But hey, this
This is why it's your show, man. And I'm working my way from guest to maybe co-host on this particular episode, but let's this is why it's your show. Uh, all right.
yeah.
I love what you said about the Vikings. I love what you said about the Vikings. To your point, when the Eagles seem to get down, they go in this little schneid. Hart seems to go hot streak, cold streak, hot streak, cold streak. And how perfect would it be when they are really low right now? Like I would say, like they're not Eagles fans are not happy. The organization seems to be in some disarray. And if they were to then lose to Carson Wentz, who won them a Super Bowl,
It's
it would
all
in an
gone.
in division rival.
It's
It
all
would
gone.
it's just the it's a fucking movie script. So we're gonna follow the script. We're gonna follow the script. We're going Vikings plus 2.5, and then uh I got it like just a weird nugget for from a fantasy perspective. I just want to sprinkle it in just to kind of like
Tell
as
me.
a Saquon Barkley owner myself, I just want to like give people some resolve that it's not him. It's not his fault. He's still him. He is still him, as the kids are saying. Saquon is getting tackled behind the line of scrimmage on 36% of his runs. That's just showing you, which is the second worst in the NFL. Well, that's just showing you that he is not getting the opportunity to run and have the big long runs that he had all of last year because of the line. The line's been a problem for them. If they get healthy, that line then will start to go, go, go on the Eagles. But until that happens, that's why we're going the Vikings and why you can still have some confidence in Saquon as a runner. He's just not getting the real chance. But my prop in this game is the other running back in the game. It's Mason TD. Just a straight up Mason TD. I like what he's been doing. I think he's a good runner coming off a bye week. I like him finding pay dirt.
I heard they started calling Mason Jar in the locker room.
Yes, because there's this a yeah. Just keep going. Sorry, my brain didn't work.
Hey, it's okay. We're gonna click. We're gonna click at the right time, and then it's almost like this is what's gonna happen. You and I are gonna click at the right time, and then next thing you know, we meet in some middle aerial point between Connecticut and Massachusetts. High five, and then go back to our chairs.
Wow. If you're good enough with technology to do some sort of animation while you're explaining that of like us high fiving in the air, that'd be fucking
You know
hilarious.
what? That would be so good. I'm not, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there,
Yes, right,
and now I want to. Everyone, I
right.
I appreciate all the tea timers. All the tea timers tell me you should do this, you should do this, and I'm like, do you know the the limitations of me? Do you know that like the fact that I could even get this going is a miracle. So like
G-
let's
yeah.
take it one damn step at a time. All right,
Good,
so
good on you for knowing your own limitations, though.
I mean, I know me. I
A
know
good
me.
friend of Brian can learn his limitations.
Mm, that's fair. That's
Mhm.
fair, my dude. All right, so what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go from this game to the next game, and I'm like, how you doing? Sorry.
No, that was so good. I knew you were coming something after that. I knew there was going to be something. Woohoo.
Yeah, there wasn't something. I'm still trying to find it. I'm still trying to find it, but we're gonna move on, and then we got the Saints versus the Bears next game. 4.5 minus 4.5 for the Bears at home. Over under 45.5. I kept going back and forth on this spread of
Yeah.
I think the Saints aren't as bad as people think. They've just been losing in kind of like bad ways. I don't think they're a bad team. I think they got good players. I think the Bears are not as good as advertised. So like I don't believe in the Bears either. I I don't think they're 4.5 points better than anyone good. But I'm not gonna go with the over under just because I was going back and forth on this too much. What I did like, and from what I saw these are two teams I paid close attention to recently. The Saints played the Patriots last week, so I watched that whole game. Bears were on Monday Night Football for tea time last week. These are two teams that are bad at defense with good offenses. I like the over in this game, 45.5. And I like Adunze. The refs wrongly screwed Adunze. They poo-pooed Adunze from getting his touchdown streak. They took it away from him. He's going back. He's getting a touchdown today.
I love it. I love it. I do have a side on this. I love the Saints. I got them earlier a week at 5.5, and they're all the way down in some books at 3.5.
Really.
Kind of for the reason I was saying earlier. Excuse me. I thought they played well against the Patriots. I genuinely thought they could have beaten us. And Bears are coming off a big comeback when Saints are kind of in I get right spot. And they played every team. What I love about the Saints, they're spunky, they play hard. I think they can cover this number. And then
They say the same
in
thing
terms of
about
the
you. You're spunky.
play
You play
hard,
hard.
spunky.
Yeah.
And if we're talking going back to the earlier situation where if a girl's a number, I'll cover her too. Uh
Nice. Cover two. Cover. You mind throwing the cover two on the defense.
cover.
at
uh,
some point today. So I keep calling you Ev. It's Stevie Splits. Stevie
yes.
Splits. Could you at some point today? Could you hit the worm unannounced and unprovoked?
We'll save that for a future show, but I'll keep that back pocket because now you're expecting. You can't. The host. The best is when the host is not even expecting what the guest is doing.
Right, right. I love
Uh,
that. Go ahead.
we're aligned on a Doomsday, but I like him over 4.5 catches at plus 115.
Nice. I like that.
Caleb loves him. Caleb loves him.
He does. That's his favorite receiver.
Yep.
So we're gonna go on to this next game, and it's so this is a game that stresses me out already. It's the Dolphins versus the Browns. Browns minus 2.5. The over under is 35.5. And so this is a game, Ev, when you're looking at your fantasy football applications, you got Sleeper app, and then ESPN started getting into that as well. Is when there's extreme weather, they give you a little
Yeah.
icon to let you know, and they give you a little icon to know that there's wind going to be happening. There's going to be a little wind in this game, so it's going to be a weird one. It's going to be a weird one. I think when the game has extreme wind, extreme weather, they're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball, and Miami has one of the worst run defenses, if not the worst run defense in the NFL. And I think Stefanski greater than McDaniels or or McDaniel when it comes to coaching. I think this is going to be just a real coaching performance. Who has the bigger brains? Who's got the bigger prowess? Who's got that bigger head that's going to get the job done and get their shitty team to get a win. I'm taking Stefanski here. I really like the Browns. I really like the
Yeah.
Browns, and love this. I love this to the moon. I think I'm gonna bet it 6 times and the seventh time just to have fun. Judkins touchdown.
Yeah. If there's anyone that you're picking to score a touchdown in this low scoring of over under total, it has to be Chudkins.
It really does. It really
Yeah.
does. And any thoughts on this one? It's a real stinky game. Like, but it
Yep.
intrigues me. Even though it stinks, it intrigues me.
Like you said, both teams are horrible, but the line is minus 2.5 Cleveland. It's simply because their defensive line going against Miami is going to kill. Tua should be on concussion alert today. Because if the weather is that bad as they say it is, and the wind's that high, the Browns are going to say, Tua, try and throw your lollipop pass. I know you don't even on a normal day throw it farther than 5 yards right now, so we can just blitz you all day, and we're coming for you. And so it, it would also make sense to probably bet Achan's receptions over because
Yeah.
you know
F
you're going to be
You know what? You can't see me right now, but I'm
yeah
signaling that. Write that down because that was in my head, and now the fact that we're both came together on that, I'm aligned on that. I'm aligned.
yep
No one uses aligned more than you, and it does make me feel really good when you say that we're aligned. Like
yeah
when you say we're on the same page, I'm like that does make me feel good. Maybe like a 6.5 out of 10. When you tell me that we're aligned, that brings me all the way out of to an 8 out of 10. Right. Then that's two lines coming together, meeting in the middle,
right
and we become one
right.
line, and then we start line dancing. Ha, da,
Mm.
da, da, da. Ha, da, da,
Nothing
da,
else to
da.
be said. Let's align and on the next game as well.
Okay, hey, I'm the one that sets the tone here. Okay, Tony.
I just wanted to try it. It felt kind of good.
Yeah. Hey, who am I to yuck your yum? If you're having fun, feeling good, you can tell us to go to the next game. No, now
Treat your guests with respect, legit.
now I like it. I hate it, but now I like it. Okay, okay, and that's kind of like the Stevie Splits. That's kind of like what you do to me, Stevie Splits, is usually tell me something that I hate, and then
Yep.
when you come in with the numbers to back it up, and I go,
Mm.
girl, you look good. Won't you back that ass up? You a fine little number. Won't you back that ass up? So what we're gonna do here is like you said, let's go to the next game. Raiders versus Chiefs. The Chiefs are minus 12.5 points. That's a ton of points. And then it's over under 45.5. So this is another game. I mean, talk about confusion. I go, Mom, Dad, I'm confused. I'm confused. I said that at the dinner table about this one. The Chiefs, these are two division rivals, AFC West division matchup. The Raiders always play the Chiefs close, but I think this is one of the worst Raiders teams that we've seen in a while. I would not pay attention to that win that they had over the Titans last week at all. I think they are a very bad team. I think Geno Smith is getting exposed as not so very good. And I think the Chiefs are really on the up and up, and I think they have a point to prove. I know Patrick Mahomes hates the Raiders. He wants to make a point and beat them badly. At 12 and a half for interdivision just seemed too much to lay, despite how good the Chiefs are looking and how bad the Raiders are. So I'm going with the over. I think the Chiefs are going to score a ton of points. I think they could probably score 30 points on the Raiders, and then we're just relying on the Raiders to get 16. I think there's going to be a ton of points in this game, and then I like the guy who's coming back from his suspension. I love how excited people are about this guy. They're like, "Hey, we don't care what happened in that car, man. We stashed you on our fantasy football bench for 6 weeks, and we're doing a little dance for our Rasheed Rice coming out party. I got him getting in the end zone."
I, I love it. Did you see Rasheed Rice's hype video?
Mm-mm.
He made a hype video, which to your point is absolutely hilarious. It's like he's coming back from a devastating injury, but he's coming back.
Yeah, from a devastating car crash where
Yeah,
like
yeah,
like so and he that was his own hype video. I saw
yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I didn't watch the video, but I saw talk about it on the
Yeah,
internet.
and he had his own logo on it over it too. So, I
That's
mean, when you're that
insanity.
excited to come back, that just shows you're kind of a lunatic. You're not thinking about the past, you're thinking about the future. I like Rice as well. Over 5.5 catches at minus 106. I mean,
Wow, so they're
Mahomes
really gonna give him the ball. They're really
is
gonna give him the
dying
ball.
for him to come
The fact
back.
that that's
So
his line, wow.
five and a
What do you
half.
think about the game though?
The game, we just talked about how much you love numbers, and let me back it up and why I'm on the Raiders. This is just a gross spot. You hate betting the Raiders. I had them at 12 and a half. I don't know if they're down to 11 and a half or not now, but this is why I bet. This is why I do. Mahomes, he always wins the tight ones. He never blows out teams. Rarely blows out teams. So I like he did a little pivot to the over because if he's gonna blow him out, he's gonna have to go over. And I do think the Chiefs defense is coming together, but I still think the Raiders are gonna be able to do what they need to do to get that over for you. But Mahomes is an 11-point favorite, is 6-12 against the spread.
Oh my
And in
god.
his last 11, he is 2-9.
Oh,
So that right there
you
made
gotta.
me want to
That's
go.
all numbers. So when we're talking about numbers and like what that numbers look like as a girl at the bar, that was one that like you walked by a few times and you're like maybe I don't know if I'm feeling her, and then when you give me that final stat 2-9 of his last 11,
Yep.
I saw her at the right angle at the right light. I didn't even hesitate. I go right for her right there. So I
Right,
like
right.
that
You saw the curvature.
yeah, exactly. But like the light was hitting her in the right way, and then I saw her how she wanted to be seen. Those numbers.
Subtle curvature. Servature. Serve you and up
You
12 and a half right
you
there.
there you go. I mean, you know what this show is. We combine words. It's about efficiency. It's about ergonomics. We want to make things easy on us. So when we talk about easy, I thought this game coming up was easy, and it was almost too easy that it didn't make sense. This is Panthers versus the Jets. The Jets plus 1.5. The over under 41.5. Everyone loves the
Yep.
Jet. Everyone loves the Jets this week. And the Jets should be getting more points. I think the Panthers are a pretty good team. They're halfway decent. I think the Jets could be the worst team in football. Also, these are two horrible defenses. Why is the over 41 and a half? Why is it so low? That was one. So I mean, I liked Carolina, but everyone likes the Jets so much that people are scaring me, and it doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna bet on that between them. Um, but what was I gonna say? Um, the over, dude. This seems like Vegas made a mistake. There's no way it's only 41 and a half. I think this game is going to be 50 plus points. I'm going with the over in this one. And you know who's coming back? It's like, I wouldn't like Pepsi. I'll have a Coke, please. Jalen Coker.
Ooh.
He's coming back for the Panthers today. And I think he's a favorite target of Bryce Young. I think he likes to find that guy. And his over under for yards is 24 and a half. Get me on the over there. Get me on the over there. There's gonna be points. The ball's gonna be spread around. There's gonna be a lot of throwing going on. We gotta get we when Vegas throws us a bone like this, we gotta grab it and go.
So good. I I'm doing I love tuning into Tea Time so much. I follow him on Instagram. His socials are right there in the bottom right corner. Everyone go give him a follow, hit that like, hit the subscribe button. And if you see his recap sometimes, a couple of weeks ago he had a Jackson Dart rant that he did hit. So I'm gonna try and do a similar rant. Oh no, Justin Fields can't throw. There's no Garrett Wilson in this game. He can't throw it more than 5 yards. I don't think he needs to throw it more than 5 yards. I think he can run it on this Carolina defense all game. To Anthony's point, Carolina's team's a little sticky poo poo. And guess what? Oh, you don't want to bet on an 0-6 team either because it's hard? Well, I like doing shit that's hard. And that's where I'm going to go. I don't want the easy cake. Well, I don't want that girl that I've hit 7 times in a row. I want the new shiny object in the corner. And that's the Jets getting their first win of the season, 1-6 on the year. Jets, money line, money line, money line.
Evan, and it seemed like you studied the film because the way that you were hitting that,
Yeah.
you said it in the same cadence that I did. That was actually crazy, and you like that was amazing. That was amazing. This guy studies the film. This guy, that's his true tea timer. This guy's in the chat. He's a guest on the show. He's the first virtual guest on the
I'm
show.
seeing, I'm seeing it live where you take the sunglasses off your head. I'm just seeing it.
That was really special what you just did there.
That's good.
And now that makes me
That'll keep a guy going.
right. But all right. So what do you think about this over under though? Ev? You need to give me some comments on that because it doesn't seem right that it's this low.
I just don't know how. Like, I have the Jets in the game, and if they're gonna win, they're gonna need to score, and I have no idea how they're gonna do it. No Garrett Wilson. It's gonna have to be Fields. It's gonna have to be a Fields brigade. If I don't know if the Panthers are not good at stopping the run or something, I didn't check into that stats, but for it to go over, the Jets are gonna have to move the ball, which they typically don't. So I think for the Jets to win, the over has to happen. So I'm aligned on it from that route. I just don't know
He's
how they're gonna
aligned.
do it there.
He's aligned again.
And these props, I genuinely couldn't pick my favorite, so I wrote them all down. What do you think Fields over under rushing yards are?
55.
44 and a half. Eek.
So
Uh,
yeah. All right. I like this. Keep asking me those questions, and I'll set the line, and that's how we know where we're going.
yep. What I have Fields TD as an option. What do you think his odds are?
Plus 220.
Plus 140.
Yeah.
So we don't
No. I
so we
actually.
don't do that.
Okay.
You do like it. You
I,
do like
I
it.
I still like that because it's like it's even more obvious than we think.
And then, as I was mentioning, Mason Taylor. I mean, well, just gave it away. I like Mason. I like Mason Taylor over 4.5 receptions as well, with Wilson being out.
Yeah, I like that too. All right. That's a good way to have a fun time. I, I'm I
We'll have the
can't.
chat. We'll have the chat pick the pick.
Yeah, I can't see a world where the Jets win this game, but I like your conviction. So we'll just
It's just it started off at one point when the line opened on Sunday, the Jets were favorites. And then Wilson, and then which is Vegas saying something. And then Wilson ended up getting ruled out. So then it flipped to the from Jets -1.5 to plus
that's
one
what
and a
made it
half.
flip because like he hasn't made a difference to the Jets at all this year.
Yeah, the
He's
Jets have
good.
had some bad pulls, but like Carolina is a good team to get yourself right if you're Wilson.
And Carolina's just like a weird team right now. They beat the
Yeah.
top. They beat the Falcons 30-0. They just beat.
Yep. Oh, take it easy. I'll take over. Shout out to my guy BFast. He actually sat Garrett Wilson in a fantasy matchup against me last week. Not easy to do when you get the number one stud like that, but he was going against Sertain and the Broncos. He only put up 2.2 points and instead played Lad McConkey, who had himself a great day.
That's a good move. That's a good move. All right, so we got all right. So we moving on from the 1 o'clock slate to the 4 o'clock slate. 4 spots in the 4 o'clock slate. We're coming up on time, Ev. We're gonna have to be a little bit timely when it comes down to these picks. We got the
You mean when it
draft.
comes to time?
Yeah, I mean when it comes to time, you know how the best way to spend your time is
Lee.
tea. Thank you. Tea time. Giants versus Broncos. Broncos -7.5. Over under 40.5. I will continue to go against the Giants. I don't think they're very good. I think that there's a ton of hype. I love this Broncos team. -7.5. Follow our guy Pudre with his pick of the week. I like that pick of the week. And you know who's going to get in there? I think they had a terrible run defense, and I think this guy is running with a purpose this year. J.K. Dobbins touchdown. I love that one.
You know what? I love the J.K. Dobbins call. I'm gonna write that one down.
Write that down, fucky.
Yeah, I'll keep it short and simple. I mean, Pujari said on his pick of the week, he got it at 6.5 when he sent it out, minus 105. That's a beauty move to send it to your boys before it gets to that 7.5 number, because that it really is a key number to get yourself ahead of. So I hammered that as well. I'm on it. And
I love that, Carl.
when Sutton is going, the Broncos are going. So I'm going over 63.5 yards for Sutton. He's Nick's toy. If they're winning, that's how it's happening.
Yeah, yeah. Carl thinks under 44.
I mean, if when a 44 sees another 44, you follow him. If
Right.
44 is saying it's going up, I follow it. If he's going down, I follow it.
Yeah, he said
44s go 44s.
he's he knows something. He's on to something, and if he's willing to say that a 44 is going under in his yards, that shows that like he wants to have faith in his 44s, and he doesn't have faith in his 44
I
today.
can't believe we're calling it 44. That's I am no disrespect, local meat shop, but fofo. If fofo is saying fofo is going under, then fofo is knows what's happening.
Yeah, and I agree with you there. So we got the Colts versus the Chargers, minus 1.5 for the Chargers at home, over under 48.5 points. This was all right. So this is another. I was saying it last week. I'm saying it this week again. This is a line that didn't make sense to me. I thought the Colts should be favored. I think the Colts are a better team than the Chargers. I think the Chargers are having some key injuries. But this is just this is where you trust your nose. You close your eyes. You block your ears. You trust your nose. This stinks. This stinks 1.5. Chargers minus 1.5. That's why I pick it. I like them in this game just because it stinks. I don't think the line is correct. I follow things that aren't correct that turn out to be correct. And then I'm double dipping into my bet from the last week, Ev. That we got with Josh Downs out, they need to dish it out to some other players. Alec Pierce over 40.5 yards again.
Very nice.
It's a shame that they put it this low.
I'm gonna do it until it fails, man.
Vegas,
Writing it down.
Vegas, I gotta. This needs to be corrected. You'll see this corrected next week. His over under is going to be moved up about 10 yards. He's gonna have that easily. I say he has about 60 yards today.
You said everything that needed to be said on this game. Almost. Even splits.
Mm,
Let me bring you into the fold.
come on.
36% of the bets, 58% of the money on the money line. As I was saying, 15 and 36 for the public to start the year with teams receiving 60% or more of it. So guess what I'm doing? I'm
What?
going on the Chargers. And guess what it is, Anthony? It's my mortal lock. It's my mortal lock of the week. The Chargers. Look at me.
Wait, so and you know what's great about that? That is a tea time double teed up double down right there. That's a true double down. I think that might have been the first pick that we're absolutely in lockstep with. I see. I love that, Ev, because I can imagine everyone loving especially when you see a little plus sign, plus 1.5 or on the money line for the Colts. Everyone's gonna be loving that. I think the Chargers for reasons that don't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. I to your injury point though, so I did some digging there. The Chargers are getting a lot of guys back. They've reactivated a lot of their key players. I don't know how many of them are playing in this game, but if they can get their tackle alt back in this game, which there was rumblings that he might be, that would be absolutely massive for them. I think Khalil Mack also might be coming back. So those are two things to start get some energy going. And I think this is kind of like a real big momentum potential builder for the Chargers. They needed a lot more than the Colts do. And the Colts also just lost one of their best corners in Ward for like 4 games with a concussion. That doesn't help. So because they lost Ward, I'm going to go to a good lad, a good guy by the name of McConkey. I think this guy had a slow start, but he is on the come up. Quentin Johnson getting hurt, it's really opened the door for him. Over 5.5 receptions for him at plus 112. I love. And then I do have a guest here. He just went out to grab coffees because he's a good man. But I'm going to give his pick for him. And he has bet this almost every single week because this guy is very good at taking care of the ball. He doesn't turn it over very often and it keeps winning. He keeps sending it. So I'm going to give it. And it's Justin Herbert under reception interceptions under half, which is minus 130. So if he takes care of the ball today like he normally does, I do like the Chargers getting the W and making my mortal locks go from 2-0 to a hopeful 3-0. I'm not even gonna knock on wood. I don't believe in karma. I believe in numbers.
There you go, man. And the numbers will never fail you. I do. I would like to shout out Jake because I like the thought of putting a deposit in on this guy just never throwing interception. Every week you go in there.
Yeah.
I love that. But Ev, I mean, uh, Ev Stevie Splits. I'm sorry for the government. But what I'm gonna have to say, Ev, is you're following the path of show business, but you're a little bit off. You're giving me the morals, save that towards the end.
I know you like
I
doing it at the end, but when I'm giving all my reasoning to a pick and like why I like it a certain way, I feel like when you go and come to the end, it's like, oh, this is my mortal pick, and then it's like, well, why is it your mortal pick? Well, it's for all the reasons I said earlier. And I understand you're a true showman. You're able to say this is what I said, but this is just a little. Oh, you did have a big dinner. You don't want dessert. Well, here's it anyway, bitch.
right,
So,
right. I
so
mean
that's what
that.
I gotta learn.
Like like I'm the waiter. You said you're good on dessert. I'm still bringing the
Yeah.
dessert cart over, and I'm explaining every single dessert to you, and you're still
Yeah,
gonna have this dessert
yeah,
by the end of my speech. Really well
and
done.
yeah,
But Ev,
trying to tiramisu.
what I gotta add to that is, let's say that we're talking a game that you got the mortal lock in. You go, Tony, I'm going to save that for the end. And that's perfect because then you get the prelude to say that
Mm.
he's got something really good for the end. You save it for the
That's
end.
what Pudre taught us a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
Stay tuned.
Right. Exactly. And when we're talking logistics, when I'm cutting this up, it's easier for me if
Mm.
that's all right there for me. If it's all right there. So
It's all
let's
right there for me.
it's all right there for me. The thing. Okay, so let's finish this up strong. We just got a couple minutes left. Packers versus Cardinals. Cardinals plus 7.5 over under 44.5. I was on the toilet when I was making this pick, and what I was thinking to myself was, this is a really shitty pick. I got the Cardinals. I got the Cardinals plus 7, and then I said, wait, that's just me being a little shithead. I'm I'm picking the Cardinals simply because the Packers bet me over last week and fucked me. I think they're going to come back stronger from the bye. I thought they would come back strong from the bye the week after the bye. It's going to be this week. I think the Packers really take it to the Cardinals, and I think Jacoby Brissett is the type of guy. He's good for one game. When you bring him back for a second game, all his holes get exposed. He's not good. We got Packers minus 7, and then we got Kraft 46.5 yards over.
Very, very nice. Very nice. This game does nothing for me. Kyler Murray's out of the game again this week. So Jacoby, as you're saying, is filling in. I do agree with you. He had all the juice last game. You can watch 1 week of film on that guy and kind of figure him out. That being said, Josh Jacobs is in the air playing. He's apparently been sick all week. He has a
Really?
calf showing up on the injury report. So they said on like the fantasy updates, he's a legit game time decision. So whenever it's legit and you also see that they pulled up another guy off the practice squad, you get a little nervous that he might not play. So I'm staying away from the spread. And because of two key guys potentially being out, with one of them definitely and Murray and maybe Jacobs in the other, I'm going the under 44.5 in the game.
Mm.
And to shout out the local meat shop. He loved Debo, but then Debo got ruled out late in the week, and so he pivoted to Ertz, and he
Hey,
thinks Ertz is going to
hey,
get
wait,
his.
stop, stop, stop. We were just talking Packers Cardinals.
How you do it? I have Kraft over 3.5 catches.
Hey, we were aligned on the Craft. We both see Craft get involved.
Anthony, all I was seeing was red. I was seeing blood. I was just like, wait, that tells you that that one's going to hit. I was
He
going
was
fucking
hungry. He
Murray.
was
Yeah.
hungry. Oh my god, that was funny. Oh, I love Ertz today. I love so. Bring us to the next one. Commanders versus Cowboys. Cowboys 1.5 minus 1.5 over under 54.5. Tell me what you were gonna say. I'm sorry. I had to cut you off because you started bleeding into the next game. Now you go.
No, yeah, yeah. Our guy, local meat shop, loves Samuel this week. He got ruled out late at the end of the week. And so who did he pivot to? A guy that's also banged up in Zach Ertz. But that Zach Ertz is the gamer. How is he even still in the league? Does anybody how many years do you think he's been in the league? Can you do that? Can you do that research for me while I continue to go? So I'm going Zach Ertz over 40 and a half receiving yards. And this is another one of those wonky games. People think the Commanders are better than the Cowboys, but I think Dak owns the Cowboys, and not do I think I know he owns
Commanders.
the Commanders. He hasn't lost to the Commanders straight up.
How many times
So
have they played?
straight up, I'm going on the Cowboys money line.
Yeah, and I'm like as you like to say, Ev. I'm completely aligned with you there. I love the Cowboys in this game. I think they're going to score a lot of points. I think they have too many people out for the Commanders to combat them. And because the Commanders have so many people out, do you know who I love? Do you know who I love today? You know who's going to get involved? It's the brother that people are forgetting about because he doesn't play in shiny San Francisco. He doesn't got the hot ass Olivia Culpo wife. But this is a
Mm,
McCaffrey, and that's some fine blood that we're talking about. We're doing over
mm.
39 and a half yards for Lukey McCaffrey. Don't forget about Luke.
That the McCaffrey family. You hear if you just say the word McCaffrey, I'm listening. I'm like your brand's strong enough where I'll ride you, buddy.
That's a strong brand. That's a strong brand. That's what it's gonna take you places. So I like him there. That's
Quick
what
little
look.
score update for those watching. It's 7-0 Rams with 4 minutes left in the first. The first touchdown scorer of the game was a guy by the name of Mumpfield. And you know what we say to that, Anthony? The field.
The field. Oh, I love that, Ev. I really do. What and Carl, the local meat shop. He was right here for me. He said Luke McCaffrey over yards. He was typing that as I was saying that. So I
I
love
mean,
it.
who am I to not deny destiny? Laying it down.
And then the last game. All right, let's wrap this. Let's wrap this up quick, Ev. There's gonna be no fantasy picks. We're just gonna get this done. Falcons versus 49ers. 49ers minus 1.5. Over under 46 and a half. The Falcons are another really confusing team. Are they good? Are they not? Are they good? Are they not? I say not. I think 49ers get this done. I think the 49ers just this is another coaching. Doesn't matter players on the field. This is all about coaching. I think Shanahan out coaches Raheem Morris at home. Is Raheem Morris the coach there, or is he the coach of the Texans?
Morris is Falcons.
All right, so he's gonna out duel them. Get
Mm.
out the FanDuel app and then put in 49ers minus 1.5. And then Kendrick Bourne, he's catching over 100 yards a game. When Mac Jones is playing, his over under yards is 47 and a half. He's going to go over. He's going to go over in that.
I'm aligned on both of those, buddy. Let's keep it straight. You want to get this moving?
Let's get him
Send it to
moving.
the bank.
All right, Ev. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end. I'm gonna end this call, and then I'm gonna do my mortal lock. Okay. So but before you go, I just gotta say thank you for another tea time tailgate. You're a valued member of this crew.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
You're
If
the
you
best,
don't
man.
ride, you don't win, and don't go into the cash out. Follow Tea Time, like, subscribe, and also download my Mentix while you're at it.
Thank you for the plug. All right, so let me get to my mortal lock. This is something that I wasn't planning on until I was looking at these games up and down, up and down. What's my mortal lock? I'm 4-2 on mortal locks this year. I lost last week. Packers over 15 and a half points for the first half. It was a weird bet. It didn't deserve it. I was riding too high on the Packers, and I direly paid for it. But this is a game that I feel very, very good about. We got Commanders versus the Cowboys. I've been watching the Cowboys documentary. This team has got a lot of history of winning. And people like to talk about, oh, it's all about the past with them, nothing about the present. We got to talk about the present and what this team is doing there because they are scoring a lot of points. They're scoring at will. And this is an NFC East matchup. I think this is a point where they show that I don't think the Commanders are as good as we think. I think they were riding high. It was kind of like a Robert Griffin the third year, where we got this new rookie quarterback. No one's ever seen anything like him before. He's high flying. He runs. He passes. let's pump the brakes on this kid a little bit and let's show that we are still the class of this division. And Dak wants to show that, hey, you think that Jane Daniels, you think Jaden Daniels, you think that he is that much better than me when I am him? We got the Cowboys -1.5 in that 4 o'clock slate. That is my mortal lock, and I hope we can get back on the snide because we've been falling a little bit in the mortal locks. What's important to pay attention to is my record. I'm about even right now. I hope we bust through the other side, not in a creepy way, but in a respectful way. We open it up, we come through, and we say, hey, we're in the 50% now. We're going to be in that 50%, over 50% percentile, and then we're going to take it from there and keep winning some dough. For those that were a part of the stream, that were here, I want to say thank you for another. There we go. There we go. Nice job, Evan. Not only is he a is Stevie Splits, is he a guest, but also he's a viewer. He's a tea timer, and that's the true essence of it. For those of you that were here, that were watching the stream, thank you for being a part of another Tea Time Tailgate. This is week 7. I'll see you tomorrow for Tea Time, Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football after that, and we keep going. This show goes on. Everyone have a great Sunday. I love you all. You're officially teed up, and